Okay, so here is my altar, and I decided to do a video just because I'm an overachiever. So I'm going to try to take you through every aspect of my altar. I welcome comments, constructive criticism, things that will help me make it better. So we'll start by, when we were talking about last week about altars, here's the penny name that my husband did in high school, and my love. You'll see an amethyst here. That's my daughter's amethyst. She wants me to make it into a necklace for her. Underneath the bottom of my altar, you will see I have a broom. This is a broom my husband bought me at Denton last year. It has different colored straws in it. It has oranges, purples. I thought it very representation of me. It's different colors in it. I have one in my classroom that has a red handle with just plain straw hanging up in my area, my altar area in my classroom. In the center, you see this is a star that I found at Goodwill. Very patriotic, but eventually I might spray paint it a different color, but I thought the berries looked really cute for Beltane. Inside of it, you will find my Bridget's cross that we made, and next to it is the broom that was David's grandmother's that was handmade that she used to sweep the dirt floors with. On top of it, I have some little lights that I purchased after Christmas. They're battery operated, and I cut them on every now and then instead of just burning all my candles, because like we say, candles are expensive and they burn down really quickly. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the center. This is my tray that I bought at Goodwill that I was telling you all about last week, that says family and friends on the inside, and it has pictures. But I chose to use it as my representation of earth, fire, air, and water. On the center, you'll see a candle. This is a candle that my friend Lisa made me. It is an Applejack scent. I'm going to do a high view. It's kind of like a little fancy star pattern. I have burned it a little bit. It does burn pretty slow, so I like that about it. I'm hoping to burn it down enough and then maybe put a tea light in it so I don't have to burn it much anymore. And then I have my 4 little tea lights. The color that's on them, what I did was I took some of my vegan food coloring that I use in my cakes and just took a paper towel and kind of colored the top of them. The way my house is situated, north is what you see here to the front. To the left you will see east, to the back you will see south, and to the right you will see west. Sun, that's how the sun rises and goes over the top of my house. And on each one, let me move these little streamers out of the way. Under each one I have stones representing each one of the elements. For north and earth I have emerald and peridot. Let's see if I can... they're both green stones. These are some that we mined when we were on our honeymoon. Not good with this camera, but you can see that they're green. They are raw stones. I like my stones to be raw. It's just a thing with me. I'm not a big fan of polished stones. For east, I have, let me see if I can pull this down. I have citrine and kyanite for air. Those are air stones. I can remember kyanite as an air stone because it reminds me of a kite. Kites fly in the air. And in the back, if I can get my hands back there, for my south and my fire, I have a ruby and a garnet. And for west and water, I actually have 3. I know I'm making y'all drunk with this video. Sorry. I have, and if you can see it, I have rose quartz, tourmaline, and aquamarine. And the reason why I have 3 on this is because I only have 1 tourmaline, and I just felt like I needed to put my tourmaline on my altar. So that is my 4 elements with my main pillar candle. And so now we're going to come over and I'm going to talk about my goddess section. I did not have a representation of God and Goddess, so I thought since it was spring and Beltane and we're talking about mating rituals and things like that, I chose my hen and rooster. So my hen is my representation of Goddess. I have a candle next to her with my little flower teardrops, something I acquired along the way, on top of a nice little crystal candlestick. The chalice is one of my pretty little wine glasses I found at Goodwill that I'm using. Next to it is another Goodwill find. This right here is holding my water. And then in front of it is my cauldron. And I was going to use a different representation for my cauldron because I didn't think I had a small cauldron. And when I got perusing through the house today, I found this and I forgot that I had it. It actually is my husband's that his aunt gave him. It's from Williamsburg, Virginia. That's what it says on the other side of the cauldron. And so there's my cauldron. Who knew? My husband knew subconsciously. Behind it, you will find a bale that says Alaska. And the reason why it's on there is because it has a wolf. And a wolf is one of my spirit animals. And I just felt like he needed to be on my altar. So over here on this side is my representation of God. So you will see that there's my rooster for my representation of God. I also have the antlers that I took and had blessed the day on our altar. And underneath it is the crystal that was actually in the Williamsburg, Virginia cauldron that was my husband's. And I just felt like putting it on the altar. Again, I have a candle representation on the side in red with drops. And these drops look like flowers. They could probably pass for snowflakes if you wanted it, but they're pretty. Next to my rooster is my crystal bell, another Goodwill find that I found. If you'll notice, I have a theme. I like crystal, cut glass. Next to it is my cute little pirate monkey, and he holds my salt with a little bird looking over it. I just like him, and he stays on my altar. He holds my salt. And here is my Atheum. And if you will notice, it is what I carry and do ritual with. Some people may call it arrowhead. It is not an arrowhead. It is actually a spearhead from 3000, 6000 BCE, authenticated by one of my professors. If you'll notice, there's a little notch in the top of it. If you'll notice, the side of it's broken. History-wise, anthropologically-wise, we know that the reason why it is this way is because it broke. That's why the side's broken, was no longer able to be held on as a spear. So the thumb hold shows that they probably used it to cut things with. Eventually, I'm going to make a handle for it. I can't decide if I want to use an antler or if I want to use some type of wood. Authentically, spears would have been made of some type of strong wood, and that's probably what I'm going to end up using. Because I'm a history crazy person, and that's exactly what I will use. So, here, this is my altar for Beltane. I hope that you enjoyed looking at it, and I would love to have some comments, some critiques, some different things that y'all could tell me that you like or don't like about it. And maybe I can add some stuff. I did not have any fairies, believe it or not. I have lots of little angels for some reason, but no fairies. So maybe I'll acquire some fairies over the next few weeks that I can put on my altar. So I hope you enjoyed it. I can't wait to see everybody else's, and I hope that y'all have an awesome day.